Hey y'all. So I'm about to do a quick weave on my niece. Alright, so let's get into this. She wanted a side part. Keep in mind, this is like maybe my second time doing a quick weave, but it came out super cute, so I'm super excited to show you all. Alright, so go on ahead and just getting the leave out ready. I left a good amount of hair out. Just want to make sure that it will be able to cover her tracks fully. Even left a little bit out in the front so that she can like tuck the hair behind her ear if she wants, and also so that she has enough hair out just to, do the baby hair. She's young. The young girls love the baby hairs. Alright, so just getting all this hair out of the way so that I can go ahead and get my foundation set. So now I'm getting into just corn rolling the hair so that I can put the cap on afterwards. So I'm using a simple method, just corn rolling and then taking the ends of each braid and just corn rolling it into the next braid, and just continuing on with this method throughout. Honestly, what I love about this method is that it just allows you to have a super flat foundation, so you don't have to worry about the bulkiness. It's just super simple. Probably could have done the cornrows a little bigger, but it is what it is. In the future, I'll probably do them bigger. I mean, it's a quick weave. This probably took me more time than I wanted it to. Alright, so now I'm just taking the end of that last braid and using a crochet needle to just like tuck the end. Again, something else that probably isn't necessarily necessary, but I just did it just to get it out the way, because once you put the cap on, it's all gonna get covered up anyways. But here we go. And to be honest, I got these caps off of Amazon, and I don't know if the cap was small or if my niece has a big head, but it just felt like it was a struggle trying to put this cap on. But alright, that's neither here nor there. The cap's on her head, and now we're about to start just putting this protector on. The good thing about this is, like, I remember back in the days people used to do these quick weaves and they used to just have glue all throughout their hair, and that glue can just be very annoying and very hard to get out of your hair. But this protector, it really stops like most of the glue from getting to your hair. Of course, there'll probably be a little bit that will get on your hair, but for the most part it protects your hair. So really love this. I made sure that I protected her hair with this and spread it all over the cap, then just dried it with the hand dryer. I know some people put the individual client underneath a stand-in dryer, or a sitting dryer. So now I'm just taking some bonding glue, and I just put it around the perimeter of it, and now I'm just cutting off that excess cap. Alright, so now we're actually starting to glue the weave onto the cap. So first you just take the hair and you want to kind of like measure it out to see, you know, how big of a piece you need. You cut it, you put the glue on the top of the track. After you do that, you just kind of place it, press it, and you just use like a hand dryer to make sure that the glue is semi-dry before moving into the next piece. And you just continue on with this process. There were some that I actually took my time to like double, just because I wanted it to, you know, look really full. So for example, right here, I doubled this truck right here, and then proceeded to glue that piece onto her hair. So just kind of did that throughout. When I got to the top, I definitely just did single tracks, but yeah, there's certain areas where I just wanted it a little fuller. Alright, that part I wanted to have a little bit of a bang, so I made sure that I had the hair cover her face so that we can kind of trim it later and she'll be able to have a cute little swoop. So there's that. Alright, and at this point, like my phone dies, so then we pick it back up here. All right, and all the tracks are laid, and now we're just getting off that excess. All right, so now it's time to style the hair. I'm gonna start with just making sure that the leave out is nice and straight. So starting with the hot comb, and what you want to make sure is that you have a heat protectant on your hair. So when I blow dried her hair, I did use a heat protectant, but then the spray you see me using on her hair, that also has heat protectant within it. Now, just going back through and flat ironing her hair. So hot comb, then flat iron. So you get this super sleek look. Make sure that it really blends with the weave. Alright, so boom. Now I'm using some small flat irons just to kind of get those baby hairs curled up. And then going back in with the hot comb just to make sure that not just her hair is flat, but also that like the weave is flat. Using a little razor to just add some small layers to the front. Like, I'm not a certified cosmetologist, just a hair enthusiast, so yeah, just those razors make things super simple. Alright, I've curled her hair, and now I'm just kind of slicking down her edges. Yep, came out super cute. She really loved it, and then just sprayed a little oil on at the end. And this was actually her birthday hairstyle, so happy birthday to my niece. Yeah, super cute. And again, y'all, this is like my second time doing a quick weave, so please don't grill me. But yeah, it came out cute. these are the end results. Birthday ready. Yes. If you have any tips, tricks, anything you do when you do your quick weaves, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'd love to learn more. I'm more so a braider, so again, this is something different for me. But yeah, regardless of the fact, there we go. It's cute, y'all. Yes. What the girls say, clock it.